Bottas, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Joe, Teo Pourchaire, Oscar Piastri, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season.
With 5 races remaining, we're still in with a chance of taking the Constructors' Championship. The team needs a result from you today. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, Enzo. Okay, Enzo. Right, we've got a full battery, which means we can use more of it to gain performance. Let's go. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. Okay, we can take you this lap. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Okay, gap ahead, 6.2 seconds. Charles is in for his stop now. Push now, we're boxing this lap. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 18th. Okay, pit in this lap and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Seems to have been a problem removing the right rear wheel. We need to try and put it behind us though. And we had an issue removing the right rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. time. He might make a mistake. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 4.6 seconds. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Green flag, we're racing again, let's go. Okay, information on Sainz. They're retiring from the race. That's Charles ahead of you now. And gap to the car in front, 4.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:30.8. 3.8 seconds. Norris has just moved into first place. Okay, Enzo, I know you've had a couple of offs, but it doesn't matter. Let's get your head down and focus on keeping the next few laps well within the white lines, please. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.9 seconds. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.4 seconds. Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres. No rain expected for the time being. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.8 seconds. Final lap, push, push. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
A great team victory today, Crofty. That's the important bit here. On home soil, the drivers delivered, the team delivered as well, and to do that in front of their home support really means a lot to them.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Parece que você